Good evening. This is your weather forecast for September 14th, 2020 at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Looking at across the nation at our temps right here. Temps are kind of mild over the U.S. 70s and 80s in the east, southeast, with 50s and 60s in the northeast with a minor cold event coming through. 103 in Phoenix, 73 in Flagstaff, with 99 in Las Vegas, with 95 in St. George. Still 90s in the east because the sun is still up over there, but it will gradually cool down as the time goes on. That was taken at 7:30 p.m., so 1 hour ago. Pretty average temperatures. We do have a little bit of cool down. In Pensacola because of Hurricane Sally that is moving through. We'll get more to that in a second. Dew points right now 12 in Elko, Nevada. That has been pretty normal this year. With 70s, 60s, 40s, and 30s across the east. Pretty dry across the west. California, 50s and 60s dew points, not terrible there. Those dew points will rise as Hurricane Sally in the east and on the Gulf Coast comes through, and lots of rain expected. We'll get to that in a second. National Doppler radar right now, you can see pretty quiet over the U.S. except for that hurricane moving through, expected to make landfall tomorrow. That is taken at 8:04 p.m. Eastern Time, and is expected to be quite the event there. Going over to our alerts here, air quality alerts and red flag warnings in the west, freeze, winter weather, I believe that those are winter weather advisories in the northeast with very active flood, special weather statement, hurricane, tropical storm watches and warnings all along the Gulf Coast, not all along the Gulf Coast, but Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida as well as there. So sorry, alright. Right now, marginal risk there with that hurricane coming in there. Not too much severe weather expected there with that thunderstorm risk across the southeast there. But overall, pretty quiet there. Not much going on there. Tomorrow, a slight risk over Mobile, Pensacola, and Apalachicola, and potentially Tallahassee if that doesn't get moved there. But that's Tuesday and Wednesday there. Slight risk, might have a brief spin up tomorrow, but not much major event. That's pretty normal for a landfalling hurricane or even tropical storm or depression. That's normally what happens with these tropical cyclones, so not surprised by that with marginal risk surrounding that. Understanding the severe thunderstorm risk categories, I'm not going to do these very often, but I'm going to do this here because we do have a slight risk there. Thunderstorms, that's what's in the east right now with that southeast with that little light green. Darker green with isolated thunderstorms possible with a marginal risk. A slight risk with scattered severe storms possible. Short-lived storms could produce a tornado, which does happen quite a bit with those. Enhanced risk, not something you see very often, along with moderate and high. High risk, you might only see a couple times a year, with potentially very severe storms, multi-inch hail, high winds, potentially up to hurricane force there, and potentially a tornado outbreak. Moderate risk, you might see that just as commonly as you see a high risk, long-lived, widespread, and intense severe storms with tornadoes likely. Rainfall for the next 5 days, you can see totals have actually decreased just slightly. We're only topping out at 15 inches now instead of 20, but you can see still very heavy rain. We shouldn't undermine this now that 20-inch risk is tapering off there. With that, Rains over Florida remaining around half an inch up to about 2 inches, but still messy, messy, messy. Tropics, it is active. This 2 day outlook here with Sally and Paulette, two hurricanes, two tropical storms, and one remnant low out there. Just a mess. I've never seen 5 storms active at the same time, or 5 disturbances active at the same time, that I remember. Not even 2017 when I see this. So, this is a first to me. Sally, of course, expected to make landfall. Eventually, Paulette, moving off, expected to be a major hurricane soon. With Teddy and Vicky, we'll briefly go by Paulette and Teddy soon. Vicky, I'm not going to worry about just yet. 5-day outlook, we have a a medium chance of development for that wave off of Africa. Expected to be Wilfred, maybe for the next 5 days, which would be a last English alphabetical named storm. And then we go into the Greek alphabet. First time that has happened since 2005. Remember that. We could potentially be going to the Greek alphabet this year. Insane. What an insane year we have had. Current geo level loop here. With the satellites here, you can see Sally becoming a little bit less organized. With that band that may go into Florida, potentially producing tornadoes there. That's happened with Cristobal and Nestor. Happens with pretty much most tropical cyclones there. Paulette's about to hit off the screen. Renee just fizzled out just recently today. Bye-bye, Renee. He's gone. With Teddy and Vicky out there dazzling along, not doing much. Vicky not expected to do much, which is why I'm not going to focus on that today. And that medium chance of development is starting to spin up a little bit, so we'll go briefly over that. Sally may make landfall within the next 24 to 48 hours. Potentially tomorrow on Tuesday. Maybe later into Wednesday. We don't know yet. It's still a little bit far out. Track has shifted east. The storm is moving more north than it has been moving west. Quite interesting here. It's actually moving a little bit faster than what the agency is saying here. It's moving faster than 5 miles an hour, definitely for sure. Here's our satellite loop here. You can see that there. Just absolutely becoming disorganized. May bring some tornado threats there. The concern with the wind and potentially the rain as well. It's Category 2. Doesn't look like Category 2. It looks like a tropical storm, but it's definitely a Category 2 hurricane. Ooh-wee. Models, drunken models here. I have no clue what this is. I mean, I know what it is, of course, but these model runs, it sucks to laugh, but I mean, I don't know. It's just, they've all kind of had this, kind of confidence, a little bit spread out than average. But they're, oh boy. Once they get into Georgia, they just go dazzling off the runway. I don't even know what this is. Tropical intensity, maybe, potentially. Cat free still on the table, but we don't have that much confidence yet. They're currently Category 2 right now, expected to strengthen. Maybe just a little bit more. Models actually quite in fair agreement here. Again, past the 48-hour mark, they kind of dazzled their own way, but right now they're kind of in agreement, so that's good. Paulette. Yes, Paulette. This is the one. Paulette expected to make potentially a loop. I don't think it's gonna make a threat to the U.S. at all. It's gonna make a loop and then it's gonna go back out or just fizzle out altogether. We don't know. But it's expected to be a major hurricane by tomorrow. Again, not impacting much land, if at all. No concern about that. Right now, probably will not be retired. We don't know. We have to see what's going on in Bermuda. And Teddy. Ooh, Teddy. All about Teddy. Expected to be a major hurricane on Thursday afternoon, making that potential curve to the United States. Might have to watch that one. Eastern U.S. might want to take a look at that one. No worries right now, but maybe potentially Wednesday and Thursday, maybe Friday, we might start looking at that of the East Coast of the U.S. This is our look for the next few days. Weather-wise, Hurricane Sally, I keep calling it Sandy, I don't know why, but a lot of rain, slowing down and speeding back up once it gets there. But yeah, we'll see what's going on there. In fact, cooler temperatures for Florida, for Central Florida. Potentially, on the weekend. I don't have that map up, I just thought of that. But we'll go into more of that in our next forecast tomorrow morning. That is it for the weather forecast for September 14th, 2020 at 8:30 p.m. Next forecast coming tomorrow morning, and I'll see you all then. Sorry for my little slip-ups today. My throat is just dry, and I have slip-ups from that. Tomorrow will be better. Tomorrow morning will be better. So stay tuned for that one tomorrow. Subscribe so you can be notified of that. That's all for tonight. I'll see you all tomorrow morning.